Hi, it's Tracy from The Passionate Spinner again. I'm really enjoying doing these tiny videos and looks like you're enjoying them too, so I'm gonna make more. Today I thought I was gonna talk about some socks because I finished 3 pairs within the last few weeks. The first pair that I had finished was this pair for Tim. It's a self-striping sock yarn. The yarn was from Little Monkey Stitch and Spin, and I don't think she's still in business. I couldn't see that. I was looking her up on Instagram and she hadn't posted in 2 or 3 years, so I'm not sure if she's still in business or not. But these are for Tim. I got these new sock blockers from Butinette. I only have one problem with them. They are too small. So these socks, although it says 30-31, they are 28-29. So it's always one size too small for the sock blocker. But as I know this, I can work around. But if you want to get these, just be aware, they are a bit tiny. But yeah, I made these. They were knit with 52 stitches on US 2 DPNs, top down, with a traditional heel flap and gusset heel and a rounded normal toe. Like I always knit my socks. I always knit my socks like this, unless they have a specific pattern to them. But usually I do vanillas, as you will be able to tell in a few minutes. So first pair is done and he really likes them. He chose the yarn and I think he will love them. And I'm going to give them to him now that they are done. And I have done this video. So first pair for Tim. Then the second pair that I finished is this pair. I finished this on Saturday and it is Cakewalk Yarns. And they are out of business too. I'm really sorry. Yeah, it's just a pair of plain vanillas in my size, traditional heel flap and gusset, top down on US 2s with 64 stitches because I knit very tight. And here they are. They are really, really pretty. I love the colors. I think they turned out really nice. So yeah, that is this pair of socks. I had a bit left of the yarn, not too much, but oh well. It's quite a lot. I have this much left. And I will probably put this into Tim's blanket that I'm doing with all blue yarn because these are blue, right? They are blue. So yeah, that will go into that. So they are done. And then on Sunday, I finally knit the second sock of these. Now, there's a bit of a story behind these. I made those for Tim. And I started one and finished one in a day right before Christmas. And I thought, these are so quick. I can make the second one, no problem. And he can wear them for Christmas. But I have the blocker 34-35 in here. And they're still a bit big on this one. So I'm pretty sure that these are more like a 33-34 size. And Tim has a 30 foot right now. So yeah, it's not that bad that I didn't finish them for last Christmas. So I knit the second sock this Sunday. And the pattern is by Drops Design. I changed it a bit because it should have been, all colorwork all the way. And I didn't want that. I just wanted the band of Santas. And that's what I made. They are, I think, the first finished pair of colorwork socks I ever did. And they are for Tim. And they are super cute. I changed one thing. They have you knit the face in white, so you don't have to change colors that much. I decided to not do that. I had this weirdly off-whitish color, and I decided to use this for the faces. I thought about embroidering the eyes in black, but as my husband said, that could look very creepy. So I decided against it. I'm just gonna leave them the way they are, without the faces. And yeah, these are his Christmas socks for this year. I'm thinking about attaching one of those leather soles to it to make it into house shoes, but I'm not sure about it. I think that the socks would get more wear than the house shoes. Would they? I don't know yet. I have to think about that and just, I do have a few months time to do this. So I want them to be done at the end of November. If I'm going to attach the soles, and he can then wear them for the whole Advent time. So yeah, that is the third pair that I have done. But I have lots of socks on the needles. So I'm going to start with the oldest, which is also the oldest WIP I own. I started these socks in February 2008, which was a long time ago. They are the Rhiannon stockings by Cookie A. I have the first stocking at the point where I can start the heel. And I just this year started the second stocking. I want to get both of them to the heel and then, you know, do the foot plain. No pattern on the foot. Because first of all, this will be in a shoe you can't see, and also I just want them to be done. But let's face it, they have been on the needles for 12 years now. So I don't know if I will ever finish them or not. If I do, it will probably feel like the biggest accomplishment of my life, because this has been such a long time on the needles. I got married in 2008 in August. So these socks have been longer on my needles than I have been married, which is a very depressing thought in a way. Yeah, they really are pretty. They have a horseshoe cable on the back and this Celtic cable on the front. I had, of course, in the last 12 years, lost my original pattern where I did all the notes for the first one. So I had to count everything and find out again which size I started this. But I got there in the end. I knit one pattern repeat, but yeah, just, I don't know what's wrong with me. I love these. I don't want to rip them out, you know. I don't want to just throw them away. I want to finish them. I just don't know if I ever will. I just don't know. It's a mystery to me. But yeah, they should look like this in the end. I did not do the fold over cuff because I didn't like the look of them. But yeah, my absolute oldest WIP on the needles for over 12 years now. And this, yeah, I'm not sure if I will ever finish them. It's weird. Okay, the next oldest WIP. I started last year in December. This is my advent calendar sock. And I stopped. I was very much on track until day 8 or 9, somewhere down here. And then I kind of didn't knit on it. And then I had to change things because it was would have been way too big if I had done it the way it's supposed to be. And then I changed the last pattern here and it's still way too big. So this here is 2 sizes, at least too big for my foot. There's no way that I'm going to make these for someone else. So I have to rip back the last pattern repeat, knit a different pattern repeat, and then do the toe and make it at least this much shorter. So yeah, the pattern is by Remembrance Pottery. I don't know her actual name right now, but it is a free pattern on Ravelry. It's supposed to be an advent calendar sock. So there's 12 patterns in total on each sock. And you were supposed to just, you know, knit 1 pattern a day. But yeah, I have to change this. And that's probably why they are lingering, because I don't like changing stuff. I used all kinds of leftovers. This is Regia Angora, and the blue background color is Regia yarn as well. And I'm really happy with them, you know. I love how they look. I think they will be gorgeous once they're done. My first full colorwork sock for myself. And yeah, I really want to make them. They have an afterthought heel. They're knit top down with 64 stitches in the ribbing. And then I think it's 72 stitches. I'm not sure. It's a lot of stitches. But yeah, I have to rip back the whole last pattern repeat, add something else on, and then do a toe again. And that is why these are lingering. I have them on a 42-43 sock blocker, so these are at least a size 40. So that's why I have not worked on these, because I have to rip back, and that's just really dampens my spirit when it comes to knitting. So in the same week when I started these are 8-ply, by the way. They're worsted weight, so they were super easy and quick to make. I also started some socks for myself, colorwork. And they look like this. This is also a DK-ish sock. So this is Drops Charisma. The white is a Roan Lightweight DK, which is a lot thinner, but it doesn't matter because you only use a tiny bit of it. And the purple in here is some mystery yarn that I found in my stash, and I'm not sure what it is. But I do like how this pattern works out, and I really want to finish these. They are for me, and they will be probably house shoe-ish socks, because this is very thick material, and you know, all the floats in the back make it extra warm. And I don't get cold that easily, so I will probably make these into house shoes. I'm not sure yet. The pattern is also a Drops Design pattern. They're called chicken legs, and they're supposed to be Easter socks, but I thought that this star motif looked more like Christmas to me. So yeah, that is what I'm working on pattern wise. And then I have a bunch of plain vanillas on the needles, because plain vanillas are what I usually knit. I know I just showed you like 4 pairs of pattern socks, but I usually knit plain vanillas because I love knitting socks, and socks are my no brain involved knitting project. So let's put all of these over here, and I can show you all my WIPs. I have 3 of them. I started sometime last year or in the beginning of this year, I don't remember, when I got back into reading. So the first sock is this one here. I'm knitting this on all of my socks. Usually are knit on US 2s top down. This is a 64 stitch sock. I'm using Canon hand dyes in a MCS sock, which means this is merino, cashmere, and silk. It's super soft. And yeah, I just love how it works out. Looks pretty. The needles are Knit Picks Majestics, and I love Knit Picks needles. So this is one of them. I'm gonna go a few more centimeters, and then I will do a heel. The other pair I have is this one, and I am at the point where I can start the heel. I'm knitting this on Holz und Stein Ebenholz needles, ebony wood. There's lots of cat hair on it, so here we go. And this is a another Crafty Girl yarn. Looks like this. It's really pretty. I've had all of these yarns in my stash forever. And the third that I had started a long time ago is this one here. It's Diabolical in her glitter base. And the colorway, I think, is called Dance Mistress. Another really pretty skein of yarn. And then yesterday I started another pair of socks because I just wanted to. I had these yarns sitting right in front of me, and I decided that this would work wonderfully. So the main yarn is this green, and it's left over from my green whatever sweater. And then I use this gray, which is left over from the Santa socks, for the cuff, heels, and toes, because for these I just held solid sock yarn double to get the worsted weight. And so this is just normal 4-ply sock yarn. This is Drops Fabel, and this is Opal sock yarn. So 2 commercial yarns, and I just, like I said, I started yesterday. This is how far I've gotten. And yeah, it's going to be really pretty. And these are for me because I love the colors. I love green. So yeah, this is my socks right now. All my finished socks, all the socks in progress. I don't know if I might start another pair and another, because why shouldn't I? You know, I'm very much a, I want to do this right now, so let's do it kind of person. And I know I should rip back the toe and the last pattern repeat on the Advent socks, but I just don't want to right now. And I think one of these days I will just pick it up, get it done, and zoom through the second sock, but not right now. So yeah, my socks, I'm a sock knitter. I've always been a sock knitter. They bring me joy. They're easy to make. They're a quick project. And usually when you give them as gifts, people really, really love them. And if they don't, they will never get a second pair. So here we go. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you all are well and enjoy what you're doing. And let me know if you're a sock knitter too or not, and what's your favorite thing to do when it comes to socks. Okay, until next time. Bye.